The world that they offer you is gray and promises dystopian control. They offer you safety and security purchased with the currency of your freedoms. But on this channel, we say absolutely not. The warmth and freedom of individual liberty will pass on from us to the next generation, and it starts right now. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, how we're going to fix this bad boy together. Guys, this is, God, it's hard to overstate how important the time is right now. The gun control forces are orienting against the suppressor removal in the Hearing Protection Act. They are going directly after it. They're going after the short inclusion. It is go time. Get ready to call your senators. I'm about to show you the first part of what's happening from the ground in the Senate, where GOA got access to one of the senators who says the short act is more than likely on the table. I'm going to show you the entire clip, but this all hinges on you activating and calling. We rested for 2 weeks. It's time to go. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, because this is the way we beat these people, is by subscribing, liking, sharing, and making sure that algorithm does not censor us and basically mute the message. Thank you guys for that. Let's get into this. This is hat tip to GOA on this one, because they're giving us access that a lot of people do not have. Okay, so what I'm about to show you right now is on my X profile, at Braden LOA. This is Gun Owners of America. They sat down with Roger Marshall. This is a big one, guys. Quote, the senator says there's a very good chance it makes it in, talking about adding the short act, okay? The suppressor fight, they are coming out full bore against that bad boy. I got a video coming later tonight where I walk you through all the lies they spewed today in the Senate. And now we're going to hit the short act. Make sure you are active and listening and tuning into this, because this is the moment. This is the finish line. Let me show you this clip from GOA. We're going to walk through it, add some commentary, and then we're going to rally up for the next fight. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Eric Pratt with Gun Owners of America, and today we are talking about repealing the unconstitutional tax on short-barrel firearms. And so I'm really pleased to be joined here by the author and chief sponsor of that legislation, Senator Roger Marshall. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your busy day. As you know, the chief sponsor of the legislation, what do you think are our chances of getting your bill into the big, beautiful bill?
Well, it's hard to believe, but I think there's a better than average chance. I'm not going to overpromise, but this is why we need GOA with us, that we need you all to be out there writing, emailing your senators, your members of Congress, and say, please include this. And then just trying to explain why it's so important. That.
Okay, I'll go down in a second. He just said something incredibly important. There's a greater than 50% chance if you guys are calling, if you're active, you are emailing. It is the finish line right now, guys. You did incredible work in the House, like unbelievable work in the House. Now it's time to do it in the Senate, because the forces of opposition against this are going to do everything in their power to try to get you to back off and overwhelm your calls. Giffords.org is starting to do it. Every Town for Gun Safety, Brady, they're all doing it. It's time to drown them out. Now, it's incredibly important that you go down the specifics of what we're wanting. HPA, the Section 2, the removal for suppressors from the NFA, stays in. Section 3, the preemption for the state-level issues, gets added. That's incredibly important. Add the short act, because these are all taxes against our rights, which are unconstitutional. We have laid out all of this. GOA has laid out all of it. All of us have done the legwork to prepare you with enough information and data to go after this. Go for it, baby. He just said it. Greater than a 50% chance, but you have to activate, because the forces against you, I guarantee, are $1 million plus efforts against us. Let's keep going.
To me, in my humble opinion, the short-barreled rifle shotgun is such a great defense weapon. It's easily controllable. It's not as loud. I think it's the weapon of choice for many, many, many women. So I think that would be the big advantage of getting it across the finish line. And I think we need to be able to talk about just what a hassle factor it is right now to get a short-barreled rifle. It's what, $200, I think, and typically it was taking 6 to 9 months to get the permit through the system if you could get it through.
Yeah. So you're...
Okay, so hold on a second. And Eric's my buddy. I love seeing him here in this and providing this data. GOA did amazing work with this access. Here's the thing. It's all about convincing senators that the Short Act needs to be added in and the suppressors need to be maintained. Okay? The Hearing Protection Act and the Short Act are paramount, but you got to convince them why. He goes down the road of saying it's accessibility issues for women. They can use short-barreled items more effectively because they're smaller, or they're weaker, or they're whatever insert here. It's actually not as hard as that. It's actually easier. The SCOTUS ruled you can't tax a right. The Attorney General in the 1934 NFA testimony in conversations around the bill said it was a tax, and that was the only way they could infringe upon our rights, and it had to be a tax or it was going to be unconstitutional. It's very simple. You can't do any of those things. And to get past the Byrd rule, it has to be budget related. It's a freaking tax. And you're going to be arrested if you don't pay the tax. That is budget related. That is revenue related. That is tax related. All three of those things, we have it in our corner. We need to add volume. All right, let's get back to it. Guys, this is such an incredible point to be in this fight.
Encouraging people to make those calls. Just in your experience, how effective is that when the American people are engaged and they're contacting their senators?
Well, look, if one person calls, it probably doesn't matter much. But if there's hundreds of people filling my inbox with emails or calls, and I think both are pretty equally persuadable right now, especially at this particular moment.
How about
When we are
600,000?
trying to say, is this going to stay in the bill? Is it not going to be in the bill? It's going to cost a little bit of money, to be honest. So we'll lose some of that revenue, which I'm glad to do. So it's going to cost a little bit of money. It's going to cost the government a little bit of money. So I think any type of urging your own member of Congress and your two senators, if you're ever going to be active, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, if it's going to cost the government money, the government collects money through taxes. That's a budgetary item. Good talk. Okay. Second thing, and again, visit my X profile for all the data that is shareable and free for anybody on there. Okay. Second thing here. When it goes into the Senate, you have to understand what the opponents are going to do. They're going to try to make it seem like you're insane. Look at the riots. How could there be riots and you want to loosen up gun? It's so dangerous and safety. That's what you're going to see here. You got to be active and push this over because the opponents of freedom, the people who we fight every single day in, day out, are going to be active on this because they can motivate their followers by fear. It's easy. It doesn't require thought. It requires lizard brain. That's what they're doing. I'm going to show you all of it later tonight. Let's keep going.
If your senator gives you any flack about it costing money, just remind them that they've been unconstitutionally taxing a constitutional right for almost 100 years.
My man!
So it's really time that we put a stop to that. Well, I want to thank you for that encouragement. Is there anything else that you want to say before I give out the number for people to be calling?
I'm not
I
leaving
think
here for that.
this also helps us in the relationship to the pistol braces as well, as I understand
absolutely.
it. And I think, again, I think of handicapped people, especially like in that pistol brace. And the bottom line is, as you were kind of getting to this, is that we were guaranteed a right to bear arms, and it is being limited by the federal government. What I love about your organization, you're the flagship up here now. The other organization has no voice now for whatever reason. So you all have the largest voice up here. You have the best reputation. So just shoot the facts at your senators and their staff members. Don't underestimate their staff members. If you can set up a phone call with the staff member to discuss this, I think it's a great idea.
Well, I really appreciate you bringing up the fact about the pistol braces, firearms, because Senator Marshall's Short Act will forever put an end to a future president doing to us what Joe Biden did, where he weaponized the NFA to ban up to 40 million firearms. So taking the tax out of this and defanging it this way is the way to go. So if you're hearing this, you've heard what the senator said. Phone calls are crucial, even emails, but phone calls, if you would, 202-224-3121. Please make that call. It's really important. Encourage your senators to support adding the Short Act to the big, beautiful bill. I want to thank you.
I will also keep that in the description box below. Guys, where we are at in this moment is the battle forces are rallying. I'm telling you, they are coming after us, and we're going to meet them on that ideological battle, and we are going to win this bad boy. Let's go. calls, phone calls, emails, tweets, X post, whatever you want. At Braden LOA. Let's freaking go. See you on the next one.